Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we continue our study of Sri Isopanisad. Last time we did mantra 9. So I'll just remind you a little bit what are the shlokas. Andam tamaf pravishanti ye vidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo ya vidyayam rataha. Andam tamaf pravishanti. Andam, in the darkest region. Those who engage in culture of nescience, activities, shall enter into the darkest region of ignorance. Woe still are those engaged in culture of so-called knowledge. So remember, we were discussing this concept in Isopanisad, explain that there are people who do not know simply anything better than sense gratification. So they engage, they do nonsense, they waste their human form of life. But worse are those who think we know, and they propagate again material sense gratification as the goal in the name of economic development or nationalism or politics or whatever. Advancement, humanity, thisism, thatism. These are even worse because they misguide others, they advocate, they advertise. Come, we'll give you education, we'll make you happy in life. They propagate it, so they are even worse. Better to be uneducated, and remain pious. In one way, you are not, okay, you ruin your life, but you don't affect lives of others. But if you go on advocating around, that's even worse. But still you do not know what is the goal of life, but you go on advocating around. So remember, Prabhupada given so many, in the purport, so many points, so many examples of those who are in ignorance and of those who are advocating ignorance around. Anybody remembers? You can see your notes. Mayavadis, impersonalist, Vedāvāda. In the name of Vedas, they are propagating material benefits. Correct? No? So this Prabhupada condemns this. That in the name of Vedas, you say that material object is the goal of life, material benefit, material prosperity. Correct? No? So it's very tricky for us who know the knowledge, who know the Supreme. If we also start propagating this, if we say, come chant for peace and prosperity. Of course, it's true in one way. One who chants, he'll get peace and prosperity, but it is spiritual prosperity. It's not necessarily material prosperity. No? Maybe it happens something complete opposite. What is that? Shloka, special mercy of the Lord. Yasyaham anugrihnami harishye tadhanam shanai. That the Lord may take away everything from you. And the Lord said, this is my special mercy. So what do we want? We want really mercy of the Lord, or we want mercy of the Lord in different form? Both are mercy, you may say. But real mercy is what is really beneficial for us, not what binds us. No? So it's very tricky that we, in the name of ISKCON, go on advocating material benefits. Prabhupada did not like it. Prabhupada did not allow that we put material benefit as a result of chanting. Somebody came propose that we publish in Back to Godhead all the famous people who chanted, their benefit. So somebody say, when I chant, I know this day will be good for me. Good for me means he's businessman. Another one say, all the stress goes away when I chant. Another one, like there's some material benefits of chanting. And Prabhupada did not allow to be printed. He didn't want to advocate it like that. The real benefit of chanting is to develop love of God. Of course, even that's the real goal. And side goals are automatically achieved. Klesha, Agni, Shubhada, these are automatically achieved. Even desire for moksha is not included, is not desirable by the devotee. What to speak of material benefits, So this is something that we have to really take care. That it's not good to show off the carrot while preaching, because you may say people come, more people will come if you give material benefit. But what about if you don't get it? Say a new person comes. Oh, I have so many problems. No problem, come, chant Hare Krishna, be happy. But we are not cheating him. We are really saying, yes, all your material problems will be solved, but not in the way you think. He thinks, I'll come to temple, so all my material problems will be solved. In my understanding that I'll get the money, I'll get the job, I'll get a good wife, so all my material problems are solved. Say, your material problem is janma mrityu jara vyadi. This is the problem. And these problems will be solved by chanting. Not necessarily that you become rich, you may remain poor, but you may go home back to Godhead. And if you become rich, you may not go home back to Godhead also. Because you may think, Krishna, give me a few more lifetimes, so I need some time to spend all this money, I want to enjoy. So, we are not cheating people when we say, come, chant Hare Krishna, don't worry. Oh, so many problems. Come, you just come to temple, everything will be okay. They do not know in which way it will be okay. Then they hear on the lecture in which way it will be okay. No? But we don't say, we don't print invitation, please come for Janmashtami, because if you worship Krishna, your back problem will be solved, your kidneys will be cured, if you are not married, you will get a wife, if you have no children, you will get the children. That is cheating. That may not be so. Because the chanting is not done to achieve material benefit. Though may Krishna may give, but that is not why we chant. That is not why we approach chanting. No? And then in this way we cheat people. It's not good to preach like this, showing carrot, you'll get some material benefit. It's not good. You may say, anyway, people come, then we'll tell them. But let them come and you tell them. You have to tell. Why to tell something else? Tell from beginning. What's the problem? You have a problem. Yeah, I have a problem. Everybody has a problem. Real problem. Janma mrityu jara vyadi. Oh, there's a real problem. When Yudhishthira was lamenting in forest, when Jayadratha touched Draupadi, and he was really lamenting. He was feeling so miserable. Then look, this lady is born out of Yagya. She is Devata. We know she is more than Devata. She is eternal associate of the Lord. But say in Mahabharata, for external presentation, we say she is a demigod. She is not born of womb of a mother. And 5 husbands such as us, Pandavas, we cannot protect her. And this rascal touched her and wanted to kidnap her, So I'm most miserable person in the world. So I think, who was that? Daumya Rishi, one of these Brahmanas accompanied Yudhishthira. He said, you are not most misfortunate person. No, I am the most. No, you are not. There was more misfortune than you. And you say, who is that? And then he tells him all Ramayana. There was a Lord Ram. He was more misfortunate than you. So you see, people come to us. Oh, I have so many problems. No, come, don't worry. You have more problems than you assume. You're going to die, sir. That's the real problem. No, the money rent is a problem. That's not the problem, The death is a problem. Any moment you may... that's wrong. So we cannot cheat people. And what is the problem? Problem is really... There was a fellow who was cheated by one... Who was preached, by one grihastha, that you have a problem, I have a problem. Okay, you take one coconut every day, go to the temple. Go around the temple 108 times every day and chant 108 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I tell you, guarantee, your problem will be solved. So, 2 fellows were there, him and one more friend. Both they have problem. Not the same problem, different problem, but material problem. One wanted money, one wanted health. Okay? So, you can see, for how many days, he said, I don't know how many days. 11 days, something. 11 days, something, he said. 1 month, 1 month, he said, no? 1 month. 1 month, every day he has to bring coconut and go 108 times around the temple, like around the Garbhagriha. So, 2 of them, you can see in the next day are coming, coconut, pushing around, Devotees may be sitting there a little bit dozing, a little bit Valjapama, but they are so sincere, they're carrying, And this Grihastha, you see, they are chanting so sincerely. Apparently. So, after 1 month and breaking all 30 coconuts, one continue coming, one stop coming. Why? Because one desire is fulfilled. So he continue bringing more coconuts because he has another desire now. And other one, Krishna did not cure him. So he said, okay, let me try some other temple. I heard Jesus cures. He saw the sticker, Jesus cures, so he went to church. So what is the point? If his desire was fulfilled, he said, hey, it works. This Mahamantra works. So how many material desires we have? Unlimited, no? So he went on for another material desires. And another one who did not fulfill desire, I think it doesn't work. He lost faith in Krishna, in holy name and everything. So what is your preaching? Is this the way to preach? No? And he'll be motivated. No? Prabhupada is pure devotee, and he said that pure devotees have all siddhis. Why Prabhupada didn't show the siddhis? Why he didn't fly around and, Because people say, oh, I will chant and I will also fly. They will approach him for wrong reason. They will approach him for wrong thing. People should approach us for real thing. They should not approach us for wrong thing. And if we advertise, we are feeding the poor, we are helping, handicapped, we are curing the eyes of people, then people will approach us for that. They will approach us for wrong reason. They will approach us for material welfare work. And they will identify, oh, these are material welfare workers. No? So this is something that we should not cheat. Okay, here, back to the focus of the shloka. Now we are going through this section of Isopanisad from shloka 9 to shloka 13, where you have basically conclusion comes in shloka 14. You can see there is one particular pattern. Look at the Sanskrit. Andam tamav pravishanti. They will go to darkest region of the universe. Okay? And then comes anyad evahur vidyaya, nyadahur avidyaya. One thing is, one result is derived from culture of knowledge, and different result obtained from culture of nescience. Okay, look at the shloka. Anyad evahur vidyaya, nyadahur avidyaya. Iti shushramadhiranam. We have heard from Dhiras. Yanastat vichakakshite. Now look at this shloka. Shloka 12 goes also. Andam tama pravishanti. Again, you see this shloka 9? Andam tama pravishanti. Ye vidyam upas. Those who worship avidya. Look at here. Andam tama pravishanti. Ye sambhutim upasate. Asambhutim means those who are dependent, who are not independent. Tato bhuya ivate tamo. Yau sambhutayam rataha. So again, same pattern you see. Those who engage in worship demigods, they enter darkest region. And still more, those who worship impersonal. And again, anyad evanu sambhavat, anyad ahura sambhavat. Different result is achieved by worship demigods and by worshipping Supreme Lord. Correct? Iti shushumadhiranam. Again, same. You see that? Yanaste vichakashire. Vichachakshire. Okay. And then you have conclusions. Therefore, vidyam cha yas tad vedo bhayam saha avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritam ashnute. Vidyaya amritam ashnute. So conclusion is given. This is what is happening. Different results will be achieved. Therefore, you should do this. And again, same pattern. Some worship demigods, they won't come good. Some worship impersonal, not good. So what Why? Different results is achieved. And then conclusion again, one should worship Supreme Lord. So you see the same pattern is there. The 6 shlokas are linked together. So that's why I will a little bit repeat in shloka 9, because then we can know continuity of shloka 10. Okay. So here, we will read shloka 10. Anyat evahur vidyaya nyadahur avidyaya iti shushramadhiranam yenastat vichachakshire. The wise have explained that one result is derived from the culture of knowledge and that a different result is obtained from the culture of nescience. So, of course, you may say, of course, by cultivating knowledge you get one result, and by cultivating ignorance you'll get another result. But here we are specific points. We are speaking about specific things. What is this all about? No? So remember shloka 9. What is that vidya and what is avidya? Who engage in culture of nescience activities and so-called knowledge. Vidya and avidya are defined there. Now, in this shloka, Prabhupada explains the culture of knowledge is explained in Bhagavad Gita, 13, 8 to 12 shloka. 20 items of knowledge. Of course, in this purport, Prabhupada summarizes into 18, and you can see it's a simple thing because both are very much interrelated. He lists out what is knowledge according to Gita. What should be cultivated? Amanitvam. One should become perfect gentleman and learn to give proper respect to others. Amanitvam, adambhitvam. One should not pose himself as religionist simply for name and fame. Now you can see in Gita, Prabhupada elaborates even more on each of those. And this is really what we're supposed to do now. Once you study this purport, you should go to Bhagavad Gita 13, 8 to 12 and see those. And you can see Prabhupada explained a little differently, a little more detail in different cases. Ahimsa. One should not become a source of anxiety to others by the actions of his body, by thoughts or his mind, or by his words. You see that? Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. Prabhupada speaks about not killing animals in the purports. Many times Prabhupada speaks that. So here, one should not become source of anxiety for others by actions of body, mind and words. Okay, this is the definition of ahimsa. Kshanti. One should learn forbearance even in the face of provocation from others. So these are the basic things which will lead to knowledge. If we cultivate these qualities, these are the qualities you have to develop. We have to develop. So we have to be taught to develop. We have to be taught. We have to practice to develop those. Arjavam. One should learn to avoid duplicity in his dealings with others. Acharya upasanam. One should search out a bona fide spiritual master who can lead him gradually to the stage of spiritual realization. And one must submit himself to such a spiritual master, render him service and ask relevant questions. Acharya upasanam. So, if you see that modern education, they have some idea, something. Be good, don't lie, obey the parents, listen to your teacher. Some clue they have. But this is much, much deeper. This is really straight to the point. Acharya upasanam. Not just teacher upasanam, no? Acharya upasanam. And you will see where it culminates. Shaucham. In order to approach platform of self-realization, one must follow regular principles enjoined in revealed scriptures. Shaucham. Purity. Staryam. One must be fixed in tenets of the revealed scriptures. Atma vinigraha. One should completely refrain from practices which are detrimental to the interest of self-realization. Then, Indriya arteshu vairagyam. One should not accept more than he requires for the maintenance of the body. Anahankara evacha. One should not falsely identify himself with the gross material body, nor should one consider those who are related to his body to be his own. Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. One should always remember that as long as he has material body, he must face the miseries of repeated old age, disease and death. Birth, old age, disease and death. There is no use in making plans to get rid of these miseries of the material body. The best course is to find out the means by which one may regain his spiritual identity. And Srila Prabhupada was in his withdrawing Leelas from material world in Vrindavan in the bed, hardly eating anything. So, body was shrinked completely to the skin and bones, basically, Hardly he was eating, maybe drink little juice sometimes. Even that last 2 months was very rare. And then devotees, Ramakrishna Maharaj and all devotees who were there, they requested Prabhupada, please you stay longer. We'll go and preach. Like that. So Prabhupada said, so what do you want me to do? And Prabhupada wanted to regain back your strength and we'll go for world tour. And Prabhupada looked at his body and said, this is fanaticism. So he's showing us, this body has to die. Of course, he could do it if he requested. He's pure devotee. But Prabhupada, he's teacher, he's acharya, he's teaching us. Look, this is the way how to you live body. Go to Vrindavan, be surrounded with devotees, be Krishna conscious. Guru Maharaj said that they came, I think with Prabhu Vishnu Maharaj, they came to Vrindavan just few weeks before Srila Prabhupada left. And that time somebody brought a glass of juice, which for weeks Prabhupada did not take. So he agreed, okay, I will take a little juice. Ramakrishna requested, please stay with us. Okay, if you want me to stay, then you have to feed the body, give some juice. So they brought a glass of juice. Now after weeks of not drinking or eating, you get glass of juice. What Prabhupada did? Śrīla, Vidyābhūṣaṇa, Chodandriyadayaka. He told the prayer and he lectured first. You are not his body. Then after the lecture, everybody's then sipping a little bit. We fast for half day and then immediately drink something, eat something. Then after drinking, Śrīla, Vidyābhūṣaṇa. You can see, self-controlled person, completely. Teacher, acharya. He can teach us, Okay, so here, asaktir, one should not be attached to more than necessities of life required for spiritual advancement. People are all the time blaming India. If India was a center of civilization and culture and Sanskrit was the origin of all languages and the Vedas are all the scriptures, how is it that we don't find this development in India, Well, one simple reason was that India you can find development in many spheres. One is, externally looking, you can see that India has biggest number of religious institutions in the world, namely temples. India is the biggest and most beautiful temples, which are all marvels of architecture. It's amazing how they build the temples. And hardly we can repeat any of this today. Second thing is that people were not ambitious for material life. Oh, there was big Aryan civilization. Where are those palaces? Where are those? Yeah, few kings built few palaces, but common man didn't bother. They knew, I'm not this body, I'm not going to stay here forever. Build a mud cottage and do the job, They were not ambitious material. They were not ambitious. They were not fools investing all their energy in something which is going to be vanished. They were more intelligent. Even today, they are not so, up to perfection. They are not particular, As a new apartment, man is showing us new apartment. And there is a crack. Crack on the one wall, crack on another wall, crack below the window. So I ask him, sir, is that your new apartment? Yeah, it's full of cracks. Material world. See, he knows this much, In the West will be, how can you give me your apartment? Fix this, I will not buy this, that. They will be so upset. Because they are in illusion, I want to enjoy material world. Here they know, it's material world for you. You know. Fellow is selling us new car. I'll give you a little cheaper. Why this car is a little cheaper? Actually, there was something is broken, is welded, but you know. Why you are selling new car? Broken, you know. New thing, already broken, they want to sell it. Anyway, will get broke. It's like that. Another devotee was sick in Vrindavan. He was roaming around the bushes in Vrindavan on the sun, and it's hot. And he collapsed, he fainted. So we took him to the hospital in the Vrindavan. And you know, they put him this glucose and this, and he's white, sweating completely, almost left the body. So doctor came, local Brijvasi. What happened? Peaceful. We are all, doctor, he's going to leave body. This is Vrindavan. You leave body, no more birth on this. The devotee opened eyes. Oh, what a doctor. This is the greatness of India. This is advancement. It's advancement of culture, of understanding of what is the goal of life. Not advancement of material technology. They think this is advancement. And this is Shudra's world. How many tools we have, how many machines we have. This is not advancement. Advancement is that you advance your consciousness, you elevate your consciousness to the spiritual realm. Okay. Anabhishvanga putradhara grihadishu. One should not be more attached to wife, children, home than the revealed scriptures ordain. Nityam cha samachitatvam ishtanishto papatishu. One should not be happy or distressed over desirables and undesirables, knowing that such feelings are just created by mind. These are really guidelines in life. If you want to be happy in life, cool down. These are all agama apaina, coming and going. All sensation of the created by mind touching the object of the senses and touching object senses, and mind reciprocates to that or acknowledging that sensation. These are all agama apaina. They come and they go. They come and they go. Not going to keep it. It's temporary. Adhyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. Therefore, intelligent person will not go for temporary material sense gratification, because it has beginning and end. So these are really things to learn into school. These are things to learn from the childhood. No? Mai chananya yogena bhaktir avyabhicharini. And this is the crown jewel. One should become an unalloyed devotee of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and serve him with rapt attention. So this is the main one. This is the goal. All this just that we can serve Krishna, we can develop love for Krishna, we can practice devotional service. This is the main one. Without this one, all others are of no use. All others are of no use. Vidyābhūṣaṇa sevitvam arathirjana samsiddhi. So here Prabhupada puts two in one. Vidyābhūṣaṇa sevitvam, one should develop liking for residence in secluded place with calm and quiet atmosphere, favorable spiritual culture, arathirjana samsiddhi, and one should avoid congested places where non-devotee congregate. So this is natural for devotees, that they don't like to live with karmis. Of course, we go for preaching, that is different thing. We go to most crowded places for preaching. But not that we go there because we like association of karmis. That's not the case. So here, natural, for all this, like you heard that some music last few days. Who liked it? No devotees liked it. Everyone was complaining. No? Because horrible sounds were coming from that loudspeaker. So devotees, they want to come to a place where Krishna is worshipped, when Harikatha is there, when bhajans are there. They like that. And these are secluded places. You may say. Secluded place means away from materialistic activities, away from asatsanga, like that. And here Prabhupada also put this two in one again, last 17, these are two in one. Develop secluded place and avoiding congested places, avoiding association with karmis, and this one, adhyatma jnanam nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam. One should become a scientist or philosopher and conduct research into spiritual knowledge. recognizing that spiritual knowledge is permanent, whereas material knowledge ends with the death of the body. So basically these are 20 items or 18 items, because these are two included. So Prabhupada says, these 18 items combine to form gradual process by which real knowledge can be developed. Except for these, all other methods are considered to be in the category of nescience. So this is how the shloka finished. Basically, Krishna says, these are the items of knowledge according to me, and everything else is considered ignorance. And this is amazing. So those devotees who are aspiring to be teachers and who wants to run the Gurukul, they should consider that these 20 items or these 18 items should be covered in your, what you call? Syllabus, curriculum. No? They should be covered. And the main one is they become devotees. That's the main object. Okay, here. Then in the purport, Prabhupada explained what is this nescience. Some say nescience, some say nations, different pronunciation, British and Americans, no? How do you say? You're a good English teacher. This word is unusual. We went to internet and somebody said nations. Nations. Nescience. Not science, nescience. We met one professor who is PhD in nuclear physics. And we were joking with him. Nuclear physics means what? And he's laughing. Nuclear physics means no clear physics. He was honest man, pious man. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada quotes Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. By advancement of material knowledge, modern man is simply being converted into an ass. Why is this heavy statement like this? I remember 94, 95, somebody printed T-shirts for Guru Maharaj. And Maharaj said, oh, great, just we are going for college program, give me that T-shirt. One T-shirt was saying like this, modern education makes you unsophisticated ass. This was on the T-shirt printed. And behind is written, PhD will not help you in time of death. That was Maharaj's T-shirt going for college preaching. There was another one, I hate atheism. And another one was, Sai Baba is a fraud. But then they request him not to wear it in South India because it was dangerous. Huh? Woman liberation is bogus. That was another T-shirt. So, why Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura said that modern advancement of material knowledge, modern man is simply being converted into an ass. What ass does? Carries burden. Why? To get some food. But Prabhupada said, he's carrying burden along the path, and left side and right side of the path there's so much grass. But food, what it means? Beast of burden. Unnecessary he is carrying the burden. For food he doesn't have to carry that burden. Same thing. We are putting on us so much burden, and unnecessarily we are carrying this, and we do not get benefit of it. We could get happiness in different way. We could get happiness directly by serving Krishna. Why do we need, now everybody has some, now the fashion is apartments. Why not mud cottage? No? It's easy, it's cheap to build, it's nice, pleasant to live, it's healthy, it's natural, it's bio, it's eco, it's green, it's blue, it's nice, Why unnecessary? Oh, I'm living we went by the Providence, we went to that Burj Khalifa. So, where is your apartment? My apartment, what was that story? 114th story. 114th story. That birds are living there. You become birds next life, Next life you'll become birds, right? It's very, very strange, very strange. It's artificial. It's not, this body is not meant to live on that height, It's very weird, And don't buy the flat in 114th floor if you are moonwalker, lie down, So, why unnecessary? Why unnecessary? Because everybody does it, that's the fashion. We are influenced. We are influenced by others' ignorance also. Unnecessary. Yeah. If you don't have this particular type of phone, if you don't have this particular type of shoes, if you don't have this particular type of, even school bags, there is fashion. We were in Udupi with Balsughosh Prabhu and we were waiting for one Swamiji to come. And in front of the mat, school children are going. And everybody had the same bag, some funny bag, both two-shoulder bag, but it's so low hanging down. It's not good for health, such a low hanging. And it's kicking you. Like you are walking and somebody is kicking you. Paka, already donkey you are becoming, It's a fact, And everybody has it. And Balsughosh said, look, it's not good for the back, and everybody has it. Fashion. And must be they tortured home parents like anything, To this bag I want, this bag. Everybody has the same bag. Schools, they tell you must get this type of bag. Of course, that's the business, Otherwise, you won't get knowledge, You won't learn properly unless you have this particular bag, this particular pen, this particular notebook. We are cheated. We are all cheated. And young people think that, okay, let me be the donkey. Example. Why should I quote others? Already we have good example. When I was in the Nations, fully, not that I'm out of it, but at least notice a little bit breathing now. I had a long hair. Why? Because all my friends had long hair. When I want to sit, I have to do like this. So, of course, my father didn't like it. When my cousins come home, he will say, this is my daughter. Because of long hair. Then, you see the argument. Why you are wearing long hair? You should wear short hair. No? So I say, no, why should I just wear short hair? Everybody is wearing short hair. I will not wear short hair. I will wear long hair. But, I'll not follow what you say. But then father said, but you are following what your friends are saying. You have more faith in your friends than in your father. But that time I couldn't accept this, because the idea is that you are young. What means you're young? You're young that you disobey the parents. When you're a kid, you obey the parents. When you're grown up, you disobey the parents. That's the idea, no? Not in India. But we had devotee, just after graduating college, he took me to his house, and his mother prepared feast, and mother was feeding by hand, He's sitting and mother will come and put idli in his mouth, He just finished the college, Hare Krishna. So this is different. This is the glories of India mothers, I guess. But the idea is that we think we are free, but we are not free. I was conditioned by my social circles. My friends say, hey, you should have long hair. I have to have long hair. It's not that I have freedom to do whatever I want to do. You are wrong. You are following the dictation of the society. It's not, why? If it's really I have freedom, whatever I like to do, then when I shave hair, why everybody flipped out? No? Then one day I came home like this, Vishika, Then father said, oh, what do you have done? You are telling me for years to shave, now I shave. Extreme, from one extreme to another extreme. You see? But people think, I'm free to do, I'll wear long hair. But everybody is wearing long. Now fashion is, what is the fashion now? Who knows the fashion? Hair up and beard down. You are looking like that brush, for brushing, I seen in Udupi that elephant brush, same design, Can take a man and brush the elephant. Hair like this and beard down. And I think, we are youth, we are doing whatever we want to do. But you are not. Somebody is dictating you to what you are going to do. You are not free. You are not free. Huh? And this is such a relief. You shave your hair, Of course, men don't care. No, men also. If you can see on signal light, bike stops and then fellow goes, looking at the mirror, adjusting his hair, adjusting mustaches, I want to speak of ladies. The ladies don't laugh. You spend hours and hours in front of mirror in your life, come on, So these are all dictated from others. We are all in ignorance. What is this? We are asses. Unnecessary burden on us, unnecessary needs, unnecessary necessities of life. Unnecessary. Why should you have so many gadgets, so many things in the house, so many toys, so many spoons, so many things? Even these beds in the house are unnecessary, just occupy space. Sleep on the floor, put your mattress. I'm not telling you sleep on nails, Nails are expensive. Sleep on the mat, sleep on the mattress, but why you have the beds? Indian homes are more practical. You roll, nighttime you sleep, you roll your bed, put it aside, you have such a big space. No? In Western houses, you know, Western houses, 2 rooms are just occupied by 2 huge beds. And you go only nighttime there. No? Or usually we will come morning. Night you're out. No? That's the idea. No? Unnecessary things, unnecessary. Now in India, beds, must be bed. Eating on the table. No? Why not eating on the floor? Our floor is dirt. That's the point. They eat on table, they don't clean the floor. Clean the floor. You sit on why unnecessary tables, chairs? Why all these things? Okay, when you get old, you need some chair or something. But unnecessary things. Unnecessary. So many unnecessary things. People won't do it. Then now this ceramic plates, ceramic glasses, all this. Why? Why does it need? People used to eat silver plates. Still, in India, many families they have, at least for children, silver plate to eat. It's healthy, it's good. Huh? So unnecessary burden. We carry burden to achieve happiness, which is just so near us. We can just chant Krishna's name, associate with devotees, live simple life, and be happy. And this is what Prabhupada came and manifested, demonstrated. He showed us practical in life. Okay, here, Prabhupada says, due to wrong type of education being imparted in our universities, boys all over the world are giving their elders headaches. You see that? Now you may say, these are educated boys, but they are making problems. They're disobeying parents, they're not listening, they're doing on their own things. Prabhupada is referring to hippies, definitely here, hippies. They are coming from good families, not that hippies were poor people and do not know what to do in life. They were coming actually from good standing families, most of them, many of them. An example was Giriraj Maharaj. His father was such a big lawyer that he offered him $1 million to come back home. It's 70s, $1 million is maybe $10 million now, It's a big thing. It's not that they were, because no money they were roaming on the street. No happiness, they were roaming on the street. Okay. Wrong type of education. Universities are, so to speak, center of naissance. Universities are, so to speak, center of naissance. Because they propagate this ignorance. What is the ignorance? They don't tell you what's the goal of life. They don't tell you there is a soul. They do not tell you there is a God. They do not even tell basic thing, I'm not this body, I'm spirit. This much they do not teach. And therefore they misguide everyone. And therefore all civilization, Prabhupada said, is going to hell. And now we are coming and we are opening modern schools and colleges. Are we not cheaters? We are cheaters also. If we do that, we are cheaters. Prabhupada did not want modern education. Prabhupada says it's a slaughterhouse. Why? You kill soul's natural dispositions to worship God. You kill that very young plant, which could be pious soul, could worship God. You completely ruin it. Here. And then, what is that universities are producing? Scientists are busily discovering lethal weapons to wipe out the existence of other countries. No? Yeah, this is village people did not discover atom bomb. No? They did not. If you go any village in the world, what you will find? A land, a cow, vegetables, grains, plows. Simple life. No? But here, this is the crazy scientists, University students today are not given instruction in the regulative principles of brahmacharya, celibate student life, nor do they have any faith in any scriptural injunctions. And this particularly really affects these Indian students. They knew that brahmacharya is good for them, but nobody is teaching it. And they laugh on you. In the West, they laugh on you. How old are you? 16. And still brahmachari. Useless fellow. They mock on you. You know, this is really horrible. They do not know. That Vedānta Maharaj wrote a book about brahmacharya, glories of brahmacharya, called Brain Gain. But actually he told us the book title was Brain Drain. Brain drain means you are spilling out your brain by losing semen. You know, then somebody suggested, Maharaj, little too radical your title. Just put brain gain. Because if you don't wear semen, you gain some brain, you know. Even material is beneficial. What to speak of spiritual, you know. So the idea is that people are not trained. They are not trained. Students are not trained. Boys and girls are not trained. And now you have co-education. You have Samagni Pramadanama Krita Kumbham Samapuma. You have butter and fire together. And what do you expect? You expect some ghee. No? Butter will melt. You know, and then you have a problem. And this is a big problem in India. Big problem. Because you have these love marriages and they have so many suicides because of that. So much tension, so much big problem. No India. Okay, here. Religious principles are taught for the sake of name and fame only and not for the sake of practical action. That's another result of wrong education. There is animosity not only in social, political fields, but in the field of religion as well. Even religious people are fighting. This is completely contradictory to the very principles of religion, but this is what it is. Nationalism has developed in different parts of the world due to the cultivation of nescience by the general people. Nationalism means not only I'm this body, but we are all bodies. Consciousness, I'm this body expanded to all nations, you know. We are Americans, we are Iraqis, we are Pakistanis. No one considers that this tiny earth is just a lamp of matter, floating in immeasurable space, along with many other lamps. So what is the point? Consider a little bit. Why you are attached to your tiny, tiny country? You know? Why? What is your tiny country? You are from Poland. Poland. Wow, good country, huh? Where is Poland? You ever heard? He doesn't know where is Poland. Yourself, Nekatma, where is Poland? Is it near Brazil, or is it near England, or is it bordering with Russia? Just when you cross Andhra, because Andhra is the center of the world. He is from Andhra. Yeah. We were driving Prabhupāda Maharaj from Croatia to Slovenia. I have to explain. These are the countries, you know. So Croatia has 4.5 million people, 45 lakhs. 4? Okay, 500,000. Already changed the body. Transmigrated to another country. And Slovenia has 2 million. So what are countries? 20 lakhs, you know. I think Salem with district has 20 lakhs. So we are crossing the border. Divya Prabandha is driving, myself Chitahari is sitting at backside, Pralananda Maharaj is sitting front side. So I have Croatian passport, Divya has Croatian passport, Maharaj has American passport. So the how you call that? Custom officer is looking, 3 passport, give back. Then he saw Indian passport. Oh, looking in the car. Who is it? He is smiling, his lotus face, he is showing Chitahari. Okay, for Indians he put a stamp. For us he didn't put stamp. Doom. So he gave him back the passport and I'm asking, show me. So I'm looking, he is looking, Divya says, what is it? I say, you got the Slovenian stamp. And Prahlada Maharaj says, what a prestige, Slovenian stamp you have in your passport. You know, some useless country with no any, you know, hardly, you know. They prohibited playing harmonium in Slovenia, you know, for Sunday feast, you know, because when the player does like this, he's already in another country, you know. It's a tiny country. You know? So So you can see Prabhupada was really mocking, We were not excited about stamp, just we wanted to see why he put stamp to him, not to us, What's the big fuss, Oh, what a prestigious stamp. People say, hey, I have American visa, I have, Russian visa, something, Slovenian visa. Where? So many times. We were traveling in villages of Gujarat and we'll park the van and quite some foreigners were there. So men will come and ask, "You are from America?" I said, no, we are from Croatia. Huh? Croatia. America? No, Yugoslavia. So some will understand Yugoslavia, some not. Then he will turn to others, America. Simply, what do you do? I say, okay, America, what do you do? It was like this. Yeah. All right, nationalism. No one considers that this tiny earth is lamp of matter, floating in immeasurable space, along with many other lamps. Can we quote this to the people who say that earth is not floating in the air? See, Prabhupada said, earth is lamp of matter floating in immeasurable space. See that? All right. So why? We are insignificant. Don't bother this nation, that nation. Do not consider this. People, they do not consider the supreme driver of this great, more gigantic spaceship called planets. The Prabhupada gives in the purport these different analogies. They explain, you are bothered about tiny country, bothered about Supreme Lord, who is creating all these planets, not only your country, all the planets are created by the Lord. Such foolish people draw up various plans to render national demarcations perfectly, a task that is totally impossible. Definitely refers to partition of India. Correct? And they are fighting. They are fighting. In our country, they are fighting for a hill with nothing grows on the hill. It's a rock. You can't grow anything, no any use. But half hill belongs to one country, half hill to another country. No, 30% belongs to you, 70% to us. And they are ready to die for the useless rock. But take it, Baba, be happy, take all the hill. Anyway, what you are going to do there? Nothing you are going to do there. But the pride, this is our land, it's my grandfather's land, If you think like this, you are going to stay there in that land again, birth after birth, No one cares for cultivation of real knowledge, yet people are falsely proud of being advanced in both material and spiritual knowledge. Actually, this is one characteristic of modern education. People become so puffed up, Do you know, what are you? I'm BA, BS, I'm having degree, We have at least one, if not few, civil engineers here, who admitted, when I asked them, can you help us with construction? Oh, I don't know. Never hold that brick in your hand, Why you are laughing, man? That's you. Correct? Yeah? Civil engineer. Chalo, join us construction. Anyway, he's now cow engineering. Be cow. Now you're be cow. Be cow. Yeah. You see, people are proud, very proud. And then worst thing is, devotee comes and say, what is your qualification? Oh, I'm so lucky I didn't go to the college, this is my qualification, and I got polluted there, misguided there, And they ask you, Prabhuji, you want to, before you give lecture, you want to announce, can you tell us briefly, what is your age, what is your qualification, What is my age? I'm eternal, Baba, this much you didn't understand, not the body, What's my qualification? I'm Patita Pavana Hetu, Tau Avatar. Mosamo Patita Prabhu Napa Ibaya. Nobody is more fallen. That's my qualification to get little mercy of Lord Nityananda. What is the qualification? What do you mean, what's qualification? Qualification is, by mercy of Prabhupada, we got one of his books. That's the qualification. It's a Kripa Siddhi, Baba, It's a mercy of Prabhupada. What is the qualification? Okay, here. Then Prabhupada explains how to get knowledge from Dhira. This mantra states that the instructions of Vidya, knowledge, must be acquired from Dhira. A Dhira is one who is not disturbed by material illusion. Now Prabhupada says this, that when pure devotee speaks, it pierces the material coverings. It comes to the heart of the soul. Now we say, okay, we are not pure, we are preaching. We are repeating Prabhupada's words, and how much we are sincere, this much effect has on the people. If our intention is to follow Prabhupada, and if our intention is to benefit people, Krishna will empower our words also. And the effect will be that people will actually get benefit from association, and actually they'll become devotees. Although we are not perfect, and who is perfect like Prabhupada anyway? No? But the power will be there. The effect will be there. Result will be there. Now, when we preach, when we give lecture, when we go around and represent Prabhupada, that first we stick, that we speak parampara message. First thing is like this. And the attitude should be for benefit of others, for benefit of self. Just like this lecture. We are speaking to ourselves, we are preaching to ourselves. It's not that I know, and now I'll teach you. It's not like that. I know means I'm learning from Prabhupada and we are all learning together. No? And the attitude is that we shall get purified, we shall learn, we shall understand, we shall churn, we shall be absorbed in Krishna Katha. And then everyone will get benefit. But more pure we are, more this message will reach the people. Now, you may say, oh, we heard one devotee is doing wonderful lectures. He gives good lectures. Good lectures means what? Good lectures means that at the end of the lecture, you are inspired, yes, I shall give my life to Krishna. I shall increase my service. I shall surrender. I shall control my senses. I shall do this. That is good lecture. Good lecture doesn't mean that I make few jokes and the speaker makes few jokes and tells few stories and everybody is impressed. And this is on mind pleasure. This is on mental platform. But no urge to surrender. No urge to change oneself. No urge to improve. Then what is the use of good lecture? Good lecture, Prabhupada said, after the lecture, let me see how many books people will take. Then you know whether their lecture was good or not. For example, that was one of the things Prabhupada said. After the public program, let's see how many people take books. Then I know your lecture was good or not. You see? As simple as that. So that should be the idea. So devotees who prepare lectures, who have to speak in public, don't go for pleasing the public. Don't go, of course you can present palatably, not that you come and angry on, oh, nonsense, go to hell. Not like that. We present like Prabhupada presents. Prabhupada is cool, sober, speaks logically, powerfully, and give the shlokas, give the analogies, give the examples from Bhagavatam, from Puranas, from our lives, and make it interesting class. Class doesn't have to be boring to be philosophical, correct? And if it is philosophical, anyway, it cannot be boring automatically. But point is that don't go for entertainment. There is no need for us to entertain the public. No use of that. This is then material. Then this is avidya. Then this is, oh, they like my class, and you like it when they like you. And this is all. I like you like me. I scratch your back, you scratch my back, and we are both remain in material world. There's no use. There's no use unless we give the message out. No? Unless we get the message out. We have to give the message out. We have to tell Krishna is supreme. We are not his body. Material world is temporary. We should go home back to God. We should engage in devotional service. We should develop love of God. This is wrong. This is right. You have to tell. We have to spell it out. If we get the opportunity to speak on TV, on radio, on newspapers, don't go around the bushes. Speak, tell the message out. Prabhupada will immediately say Krishna's name, tell them what is this chanting, what is Mahamantra, what is this movement. Tell out. There was a news reporter suddenly came, met some devotees on the street. There was some kind of accident happened, some terrorist attack happened in America. And the news reporters came to devotee. What do you say about this? What we should say? Why this terrorism is happening? I'll take mic. Shridhar Prabhu, why this terrorism is happening?
So many cows are slaughtered, any animals are being killed.
People are getting reaction. It is karma. Bad karma, for so many slaughterhouses, so many animals are killed. That's what Prabhupada said. Correct? So what shall we do? You have to tell what you do, Baba. You have to tell people solution. Now they are hearing. They are suffering. They are suffering. That somebody bomb blast, somebody died, somebody wounded, somebody's cousins, somebody dear ones died. Why? Because of bad karma, because of sinful life, because meat eating, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex, not worshipping God, not following anything. Therefore there is reaction. What you should do? Simple way, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. No? Should not go around the bushes. No? If they ask Mayavadi, what will Mayavadi say? Oh, because they did not realize the inner self, our inner happiness. And that we are God, I am God, and you are God. The two gods are fighting. No. Yeah? What is their message? We have to spell out the message out. Not that you go around the bushes, something. Oh, we should go for seeing our true self, inner happiness. Tell why it happened and what is the solution. Straightforward. It's opportunity. People are hearing. Like that, Don't hide Krishna. Prabhupada giving us full Krishna. Don't try to cover up. Krishna without flute. Come on. Krishna has a flute. Tell them. Okay. Prabhupada explained, who is Dhira? Dhira realizes that the material body and mind he has acquired by chance through material association of foreign elements. Therefore, he simply makes the best use of a bad bargain. That's what Prabhupada used many times. Best use of a bad bargain. Okay, we got stuck in material body, in material world. Okay, now use body and mind in Krishna service. Bas, finish. Simple like that. Asangoyam Purusha. Jiva has nothing to do with material body or the mind. No, we need a body. How will serve? No, we don't need a body also. We need a body. Now we have a body. But soul exists even without a body. It's not that soul needs material body. We have it, so we will use it. But soul has nothing to do with matter. Soul is not conditioned by the matter. Soul has his own body, spiritual body. Soul exists apart from the body, apart from the mind, apart from the gross, apart from the subtle body. That is, soul exists. So here, he has acquired by chance through material association, but these are foreign elements. You see, Prabhupada saying, foreign elements. This is not me, the body. And this crazy mind pushing me to do all kinds of crazy things, that's also not me. I don't have to respond. Mind to be ignored. Body to be engaged. Intelligence to be sharpened by Shastras. This is how we live life. And we practice, then we control. The living entity has actually functions in the living spiritual world, but this material world is dead. We are living, we have to live life, but material world is dead. How is material world dead? Because we are dying. Because matter is unconscious. Matter is not conscious. In spiritual world, every element is conscious. Is made of conscious element. Spiritual world is alive. And real life for the soul is in spiritual world. Here we are simply place of death, place of suffering, place of misery. Real life for us, living means living with Krishna. Here we are simply dying, simply we are in the place of death. Simply everything is locked by the nooses of death. The Dhiras have come to know all these facts by hearing them from superior authorities and have realized this knowledge by following regulatory principles. So this is the thing, that you realize knowledge by following principles. To follow the regulatory principles, one must take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. One can become Dhira only by submissively hearing from bona fide spiritual master. Example Prabhupada gives, Arjuna became Dhira by submissively hearing from Krishna. Thus, the perfect disciple must be like Arjuna and the spiritual master must be as good as Lord himself. This is the process of learning Vidya, knowledge from the Dhira, the undisturbed. And Adhira, one who has not undergone the training of Dhira, cannot be instructive leader. Nothing to learn from them. Once we were invited in Istanbul to see the Sama, that Sema. Sema is called Sufi dance. Sufis is one sect of Muslim religion who believe that by music, by kirtan, by serving Lord, you can develop love for God. So I thought, oh, very nice. No? And they say, we'll dance for God only. It's prohibited to dance for public entertainment, though there is one or two groups now started to show in public also. But originally they will dance only for God's pleasure, and that is their realization, So they have a black cover, and below they wear white. They have a huge hat like this, tall, which represents that this body is going to die, and this is a stone on your grave. So before start dancing, they bow down to their guru, and guru removes that black coat, and behind is white. So they say by the guru, by the spiritual teacher, or by blessing of God, you should remove the false ego and you should be as a pure spirit soul. So they have one hand like this and one hand like this in dancing, and they whirl around. They just go round. They say that if you want to go up, the ego must come down. That's the message, So I thought, oh, this is nice message. Let's see the dance. No? Would you not be interested to see? There's some spiritual insights and So we heard that in one place in Istanbul city there will be tonight Sema dance by the Sufis, whirling dervishes. Okay. So we came there. When is the program? 8 o'clock. We came 7 o'clock. 1 hour we have to wait. So we are waiting. So some commotion there. What is it? Oh, before dance, they are serving feast. What is feast? The sheep. They're cutting and frying and killing and eating. And we thought, what we are going to learn from them? These are not dhiras. What I'm going to learn from them who cannot understand that killing animal is not good. Neither for animal, neither for me. This much they cannot understand, that I should not eat meat and kill animals, What we are going to learn? So 4 devotees were there, we all look at each other, get out of here. Just nothing to learn. Prabhupada given us superior knowledge. You can't learn from Adhira. They do not know. They meat eating. What he is going to talk about God? This much you cannot understand, that you don't kill animals. What is your love of God? What is the question love of God? There's no love for animals. There's no love for creation. What is the question of love of God? Bogus. Huh? Okay. So here, there is also here, the definition of Brahmana is given in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Tameva dhiro vigyaya pragyam kurvita brahmana. Who is the Brahmana? One who is dhira. A wise person who knows Supreme Lord, Parabrahman, through the process of devotion is a Brahmana. So here definition is given of who is a Brahmana. Actually Brahmana must be dhira. Okay, Srila Prabhupada explains. This from other places Prabhupada speaks. Ordinary knowledge obtained by university education pertains only to matter, and it is not accepted here as knowledge. Knowledge means knowing the distinction between spirit and matter. In modern education, there is no knowledge about spirit, they are simply taking care of the material elements and bodily needs. Therefore, academic knowledge is not complete. So Prabhupada really criticized education, really criticized. Really, he was really against it. No? We have here in India, these few schools are here. What is that? Vidya Prakash. No? Huh? Vidya Vikash. But what is it? Avidya Vikash. Actually, it's a fact. It's just all material knowledge. No? Jnanamani. Ajnanamani. No? Complete opposite. It's a fact. That Guru Maharaj first time told when we took him to Namakal, remember? Oh, Vidya Vikash, Avidya Vikash. We were laughing in the car, No?
Vidya Prakash.
Vidya Prakash. Yeah, whatever. Vikash Prakash. It's the same meaning. So, Prabhupada is really against this modern education. So, that we should not be in Maya by trying to... Now, Madhu Pandit, Prabhu, he wants to open colleges. And he wants to give free modern education for everyone. But Prabhupada didn't want to give modern education. He wants to give real education. This is really bogus. Just to earn money, for collection, cheating people. No? And we know what Isopanisad says. Those who have knowledge, but they do it. Okay, here this one. Unfortunately, human beings, although they have the bodies of men, are becoming less than animals in their behavior. This is the fall of modern education. Actually, people who are not educated, who are village people, easily they start chanting and becoming Krishna conscious. Soon as the fellow comes with the bigger degree, the bigger pride is there. And really, unless they come from really good pious families, they become atheists in the college. And even if they're coming from good families, they're they don't know how to handle. One side, so much faith in science, one side, so much faith in God. So, God we worship home, but in the classroom, science. They try to put it together, but it doesn't work. Modern educators do not know the aim of human life. They are simply concerned with how to develop economic condition of their countries or of human society. This is also necessary. Okay. The Vedic civilization considered all aspects of human life, including dharma, artha, kama and moksha. But humanity's first concern should be religion. To be religious, one must abide the orders of God. But unfortunately, people in this age have rejected religion. And they are busy in economic development. So in this age, moksha is not part of society. Moksha means what? No moksha. Dharma, little bit there. Artha, how to earn money, rupee. Correct? Get education. Why? To get money. No? In Europe, you ask young students or 12th standards children, what college you will go? What do you want to be in life? And why? Oh, I like to be scientist, I like to discover, I like to do this, I like to do that. And I like to be astronaut, I like to do something they will speak. In India, you ask people, what are you going to be? Engineer. Why you want to be engineer? You like to make bridges? No, it's good money. Very clear, they're very clear. Good degree for good money. Everybody says. As soon as you ask, why you going to college? To learn. Why you want to learn? To earn. Very clear, immediately. There's no around the bush. They are not in illusion. I want to be scientist. I want to be discoverer. I want to be archaeologist, anthropologist. I want to earn money. Good job means engineer, doctor, bus. Correct? No third option. If you fail, then you go for arts college, correct? Or polytechnic or whatever, Or polyclinic, I don't know. Huh? It's very clear. Huh? So here, they are all busy economic development. They will adopt any means to get money. For economic development, one does not need to get money by hook or crook. One needs only sufficient money to maintain body and the soul. This is a solution. How much money you need? Just for eating, man. Why? How much you want? However, because modern economic development is going on with no religious background, people have become lusty, greedy, and mad after money. They are simply developing qualities of rajas and tamas, neglecting the other quality of nature, sattva, goodness, and the Brahminical qualifications. Therefore, the entire society is in chaos. Now, this is very interesting, that you have this Vedic concept is different. Vedic concept is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That moksha is the goal, to come out of material repeated birth and death. Moksha, Vishnu, Angri, Labham. Okay, moksha means to attain lotus feet of Vishnu. Now, dharma has to be practiced. What is right, what is wrong? What is dharma? Dharma means varnashram duties. Dharma means duty for Brahmana, duty for Kshatriya, duty for Vaishya, duty for Shudra. And then again, according to your ashrama, where you are brahmacharya, grihas, vanaprastha, sannyas, you have to do your duty. Those dutiful performances, that will lead you to knowledge. Knowledge will lead you slowly to devotion. So then you come to moksha. So what about artha? How much is needed to maintain body and soul together? What about kama? Restricted. Kama is there. Grihastha ashram. That's all. You see, so you have dharma is main practice and artha and kama are restricted under it. Correct. Now you have main practice. Goal is what? Kama is the goal. Sense gratification became goal. Moksha is forgotten. And artha is main thing. You get money, you enjoy life. Money means enjoyment. Money means cities. I have money, I can fly. I have money, I can buy. I can enjoy life. No? So money is so important. Money fulfills your desires. So how you get money? By any means. Because you do not know that soul is eternal, you do not know about karma, you do not know about dharma, you do not know about God, you do not know about hell, you do not know about what is punya, what is papa. So by any means you earn money. Any abominable activity, job will be accepted by people of today. Even brahmanas, they used to, now they will cheat, they will lie, they will do all kinds of nonsense. Just to earn money. Everyone is lying, everyone is cheating. Yeah? Why? Because no knowledge about it. And what is the goal? Karma is the goal. Karma is now. Karma is now. When senses are young, now you enjoy. No time. Punya. What punya? No? And then what about dharma? Why people still go to the temples and churches? Why do they go? They can't manage their artha by other means, so they pray to God, please help, manage my artha. That's all. They go for material. Go to any temple. Go today to any demigod temple and ask them, what are you praying for? And you will see it's all artha, kama, artha, kama, artha. Nobody asks for moksha. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. Please give me this. Please, I want a job. I want admission. I want visa. I want good health. I want good wife. I want second wife. I want money. I want this. I want that. Nobody is asking, oh, dear Ganapati, I came to you just out of devotion, just to offer pranam. There's nothing like that in demigods temples. That you will find in Vishnu temples. Few people, rare souls. No? What to speak? Vipada Santu Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. Bhavatu Darshanatya Sada Apunar Bhava Darshana. Who will pray like this? Please Lord, put us in more difficulties so we can remember you. There's no question. Nadanam, Najanam, Nasundarim. Dhanam, Janam, Sundarim. You will see they chant like this. Everyone. There is no demigod temple that anybody prays for pure devotion. It does not exist. Concept does not exist. In church, anybody asking, Jesus, just for your pleasure, I'm here. No. Anybody? You? No. Nobody. At least I go pray to my family, for my family. Please bless. Bless means what? Bless. What do you mean blessing? Bless us, Health, wealth, we are together, we don't quarrel, no difficulties. Just blessing. What particular? No, just blessing. Means general blessing. General, well, material being we want. That's what it is. It's all material benefit. Okay? So, then kama is goal, artha is the mean. And dharma, if you can help support artha, then is okay. If you can make money without problem, then why to go to temple? Why to go to church? Very clearly, the wife is telling, let's go to the temple. And husband say, why? Oh, we'll pray to God. I have everything. What shall I pray? I have money, why should I go to them? He thinks people go to temple to ask something. I have nothing to ask, so you go to temple, I will not go. You see that? Prabhupada writes in Gita, one Prabhupada also, if you remember, he says that if people can get money by any other means, they will not go to temple. But previously, people would earn their livelihood by following dharma. You are Brahmana, you do your duty. Kshatriya, you do your duty. Follow your dharma and you learn your livelihood by that. And that is regulated system, and that will lead you to the knowledge, that will lead you to renunciation, and be in association of devotees, then you can develop love for God. That's the idea. Okay, so here, Prabhupada says, Brahmanas are traditionally intelligent men, and thus they'll be able to pick up modern education to topmost rank. But as far as moral and religious principles are concerned, they shall be the most fallen. Education and bad character go ill together, but such things will run parallel. And that's exactly what people adore that Stephen Hawking, that in wheelchair, he's big scientist, But we just heard the news, still we are waiting for that article to come, that his wife put court case on him because of womanizer. How is this possible? I don't know, is this true? He's in wheelchair, but somehow or other, when you have money, everything is possible, Crazy, No? We remember one day we had to bring our teacher from his car to the classroom because he couldn't walk, he was so drunk. What you're going to learn from him, correct?
How to drink.
How to drink. Yeah, that's what Maharaj said. No, the main thing you learn in school is how to hold your drink. Means you drink, but you don't get drunk. That's the Guru Maharaj said. Okay, here. Now, what is this all about? You famous story from Mahabharata. Maharaj Yudhishthira was asked by Yamaraj, what is the most wonderful thing in the world? Can you explain? So Maharaj Yudhishthira answered, yes, the most wonderful thing is that every moment one can see that his friends, fathers, relatives have died, but he is thinking, I shall live forever. He never thinks that he will die. Just an animal never thinks that at the next moment he may be slaughtered. He is satisfied with the grass, that's all. He is satisfied with sense gratification. He does not know that he is going to die. My father has died, my mother has died, he has died, she has died. So I will also have to die. Then what is after that? I do not know. This is the problem. People do not take this problem seriously. But Bhagavad Gita indicates that that is the real education. Real education is to inquire why. Although we do not want to die, that comes. That is real inquiry. We do not want to become old men. Why does old age come upon us? We have many problems, but this is the sum and substance of all of them. What is the sum and substance? We have to die. Why? That we should ask. Okay. So here, Prabhupada, some more nice quotes. We have many quotes, I will not read all, but just few jewels. These are really nice. Here, unfortunately, present people are educated in such a way, they do not know, they do not believe in next life. We approach our, I should not mention name, that Dheeraj Lal, who has a college, and we ask him for program. What do you speak about? You speak about reincarnation, karma. You believe in that. He's a Jain. That's why Bhagavatam says Jains are atheists. He doesn't believe. He says, you believe in that? He's Indian. His wife is worshipping Krishna. She's singing bhajans. And he does not believe. So he's asking, you believe in that? Like, I thought you are educated people. That was the question. I thought you are people from a foreign country, you are educated. You believe in that? Here, indeed, it seems that the more educated one becomes, the less he believes in God, in God's laws, in the next life, and in sinful and pious activities. Thus, so you won't send your children for modern education? Go ahead. Thus, modern education is simply preparing man to become animals. Okay? So here, Prabhupada quotes, Yasasma buddhi kuna petri Ṭhākura. Of course, what else he'll quote? Okay. Anyway, there's so many nice quotes. So many nice. What is the education? Prabhupada said, ultimate goal of education, to come to Krishna. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavam man prapadyante. Jnanavam, you see. Who is the learned? One who realizes Vasudeva is everything. Very nice quotes like that. Okay, super. So, we shall not stop now here, 9:30. Just we go to the purpose of Acharyas. Okay, here Madhvācārya comments here. The wise have explained that one result is derived from cultural knowledge and that a different result is obtained from cultural essence. He explains, previous shloka explained that those who do not censor, those who are engaged in meditation in wrong way, will enter into deeper darkness. Now, how Madhvācārya translated the previous shloka, if you remember, that one who do not know how to meditate, he will go to darkest region of universe. But one who knows and does not tell to others, hey, you are doing wrong, they have even more reaction. No? We have to expose others. So here, he continues. Here it is said that censor of wrong knowledge will lead to certain advantages. If you expose what is wrong, no? You get two aspects of liberation. Elimination of sorrow and ignorance and realization of bliss. So the first is achieved by censor of wrong knowledge. When you say, this is wrong, simply by feeding poor, you're not going to develop love for God. This is wrong. And second, right knowledge. By chanting Hare Krishna, you develop love of God. Two things are achieved. By exposing wrong, you get elimination of sorrow and ignorance, and by speaking the truth, the right path, you actually get the bliss. This is what Madhvācārya says. Okay, so short comment, simple comment. Vedānta-deśika explains. In this shloka, teacher explains that method of gaining knowledge. How previous acharyas have said that the means of liberation is different from cultivating only prescribed duties, karma, or only knowledge, jnana. So he explains, avidya is karma, and vidya is jnana. We have heard from the seers of the Lord, who taught us about liberation through combination of both practices. Okay. Next thing said is that the meaning presented here comes in a long line of disciplic succession. In this way, it has to be heard, or we have to hear it in this way from the Dhiras. So this is what Vedānta-deśika says, that this conclusion is that combination of jnana and karma should be performed. Now, the perfect tense, shushruma, is used to show the inability of grasping the whole meaning of Brahma Vidya because it's difficult to understand. So this is because of grammar. He points out why word shushruma is used, perfect tense, because actually you cannot say, okay, now I know the Brahman. Because Brahman is unlimited, God is unlimited. You can't ever really learn to the end. So therefore this grammatically he explained. So here also we can see that this point of Vedānta-deśika, he really focused that we are learning right knowledge from Dhiras. Iti shushruma, no? Iti shushruma dhiranam. And you can see that almost half purport Prabhupada explained about this Dhiras. He gives definition of Dhiras, what is adhira, it's very important from whom we learn. Now, here Śrīla Vidyābhūṣaṇa gives commentary. He also explained, Vidyaya means jnana, avidya means karma. And he quotes Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Karmana pitriloko, vidyaya devaloko. Devaloko vai lokanam shreshtas tasmad vidyam prashamsanti. What is that? You see, this is famous. This is from Shataprata Brahmana, from the Vedas. It is explained that by doing your karma, you go to Pitriloka, to your forefather's place. By practicing Vidya, knowledge, you go to Devaloka, you go to heavenly planets. Now, Devaloka vai lokanam shreshtas, definitely better places, heavenly planets. No? Tasmat vidyam prashamsanti. Therefore, knowledge is glorified, because it will take you to heavenly planets. Okay. So here, he explains, by karma one attains Pitriloka, and by jnana Devaloka. Devaloka is better, and that is why the wise prize jnana. How one does know this? By hearing from Dhiras, who come in disciplic succession and give us the scriptures. So here, this is what Baladeva Vidyābhūṣaṇa comments here. And then this Devaloka is commented by Yamuna Acharya. He explains that Prabhupada speaks about demigod worship, no? So here, that will come later. Anyway, Yamuna Acharya comments here. Devaloka. Who are these? Devako shopajivi yasa devalaka uchate. Vrityartam puja devam trini varshani yodvijaha. Savai devaloko nama sarva karma sugarhita. Now what he says? One who worships the demigods in order to increase his material wealth is called Devala. Any Brahmana who worships demigods for 3 years is considered to be Devala. Okay, worshipping demigods for material benefit. What he says? All his work is condemned from beginning to the end. He says that Brahmana should not worship demigods for material benefit. Brahmana should inquire about absolute truth. Look at this. It's not only Prabhupada criticized demigod worship. Here now. Esham vamshakrama deva devarcha vritto bhavet. Tesham adhyayane yagye yajane nasti yogyata. Whoever worships the demigods on the basis of his family tradition, his study of the Vedas, his yagya, and his worship have no connection with proper Brahmanical conduct. He is really against demigod worship. See that? Okay, third one. One should not engage in demigod worship in which one must suffer pain, trouble, fear, danger, and difficulty. Why? Why? Why is a demigod worship you must suffer pain, trouble, fear, danger, difficulty? Why?
Because it prolongs your stay in the kingdom.
Right, because it's material. Because it's material. Antavantam phalam tesham tadbhavatya alpa medasham. Anta, their benefit which demigod will give is material, has an end. Then again, fear of death, again pain, again struggle, again uncertainty, again anxiety. It's material, because demigod worship is material, therefore should not be done. No? One should not engage in demigod worship. Okay. Now Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, this 10th mantra, he translates completely differently. He says, 10th shloka meaning is, O Jiva, search for truth about Atma. Atma is different from both Vidya and Avidya. How he came to that? Very amazing. I mean, he presented. He quotes Shveta Upanishad, famous Balagra Shatabhagasya Shatada Kalpitasya Cha Bhago Jiva Savigyeya Sa Chantantyaya Kalpate. When the upper point of hair is divided into 100 parts, and again each of these parts is further divided into 100 parts, each such part is measurement of the dimension of the spirit soul. He quotes this to tell us that we are not supreme. Jiva, although spiritual, is minute, anuchaitanya, and thus is not all powerful. Thus, Jiva falls under the influence of Maya and suffers in darkness of matter, avidya. When Jiva takes shelter in impersonal jnana, vidya, that causes even greater suffering. Thus, Jiva search for truth about Atma, that Atma is eternal servant of God. Atma is different from both vidya and avidya, because this vidya refers to impersonal realization. See? It's amazing when you read just translation, you see how you got this, but it makes sense. And all shlokas here refer now so far to the Atma, all the translations so far, the shlokas. Okay, so we'll stop here. Any quick comment, short comment, anything to add, any question, anything to discuss? Nice if you see the just shlokas, if you see the flow, then you see. Shloka 9 says, those who engage in culture of nescience, avidya, shall enter into the darkest region of ignorance. But worse are still who engage in so-called knowledge. Okay. Then the wise have explained that one result is derived from culture of knowledge and different result is obtained from culture of nescience. You see. And then now 11th shloka will give conclusion. What shall we do? Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessing of immortality. That we'll discuss now in shloka 11. Okay, so this is linked very nicely. Yes, Prabhupada.
This explanation of Vedānta-deśika is speaking about karma and jnana. What audience it is? And then
you see, there are so many shlokas in Shastra explaining that avidya refers to karma. Why? Because varnashrama duties are done according to the conditioned nature of the jiva. You are born in Brahmin family. Why? Because your karma like this. This is not your constitutional position. This is your conditional position. This is not your constitutional duty. Your constitutional duty, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, Jiva Swarupa Krishna Nityadas. My constitutional duty is to serve Lord. My conditional duty, I'm born in Brahmin family, this is my duty, and this is my wife, this is my son, this is my children, so this is my conditional duty. Because you are instructed to perform karma, conditional duty, based on material condition, this is called avidya. Correct? So this is the difference, And so many shlokas are quoted, vidya equated. Now you will see, these quotes will come into shloka 11. Very clear. And he explained this, and this is what Prabhupada follows. Prabhupada follows full same pattern. Same pattern Prabhupada follows. He explained what is avidya and what is vidya. And then you will see, you remember how many points Prabhupada explained in the first shloka, shloka 9. That who are all these avidya and who are in the name of vidya presenting wrong. Correct? And Baladeva, you could see, he follows same. You remember? I'm sure. You see Baladeva, same thing he said, immediately on the beginning. Vidyaya means jnana, avidya means karma. Why? Because karma is really your conditional duties, which will purify you, and jnana means should lead you to moksha. But Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura said, but if it's impersonal, you are even worse. And this is, you will see translations. Those who worship demigods, they go to darkest region. Now you will see this shloka. You see that one? Those who engage in worship demigods, shloka 12, enter darkest region of ignorance. Still more who worship impersonal. See that? So, and then again, one result is attained by worshipping Supreme, and one which is not Supreme. And then conclusion comes, worship Krishna, Supreme Lord. It's very nice. It's so just one after another. It's very systematic. Okay, any other? Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.